Right, I think we should move on from switches. I have six of these Series S boards, and I'm gonna see if I could revive any of them. No idea what's wrong with them. I mean, this looks okay. I do see residue, I think, of flux. I could be wrong. Let's look under the microscope. Actually, let's look under the microscope first, see if I can see anything. This is the one with the silk screen, so if I can't repair this, I'm going to use it as like a reference on where all the test points are, like the 3.3, blah blah blah. Which I'd rather do that anyway. So let's go under the scope and have a look. Starting from the power button end, actually. Okay, so all looks good there. So there is some flux going on down here. Not sure why. A lot of flux going on down there. Not a lot, but yeah, there is flux down there. So that's something to bear in mind. Why have they been messing with that? Okay, so it all looks okay from under the microscope, apart from that bit of flux there. So I'm gonna put it into my donor chassis, or my test chassis, and let's see what it actually does. So quick and easy to assemble. Ready? Oh no, better put the power button in. I haven't put the power button in yet. Brilliant. And here we go. Plugged in. Do we get a fan spin? Nope, no fan spin. Press the power button. Beep on. Still a display. We are getting fan spin. Oh, have we become lucky? I was expecting it to be beep on, beep off. There is probably no thermal paste on there, so it's going to overheat. Yeah, it's going to overheat. Shut it down quick. All right. So let me add a bit of thermal paste. And you can see it's working. So I am going to test everything else because I've had this issue before where it wouldn't actually, the USB ports wouldn't work. So, but that's a good sign. That's good so far. It's good so far. It could be banned. Let's try, see if the USB ports work. All right, so I've got that plugged in and I'm going to use a PS5 controller to see if it charges that. Nope, doesn't charge the USB controller. Oh yes, it does. Yep, we've got an orange light. I'm going to install the operating system on it and see if it actually still works. So the one behind it, all right, your rear USB doesn't work. And the next one, yes, that one works. So one of the ports are not working. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, it's working. Right. Yeah, let me install the operating system on it and let's give it a little test. So we are back. I've installed OSU 1 and I've connected to my email address. I've connected to my account. It's not banned, I don't think, because it's currently installed in the game. It's not overheating. The sync button works. As you can see, it's flashing. All the USB ports work. I'm yet to try it in 4K. So once I've finished testing everything else, I'll then hook up to a 4K TV and test it. But it's working. I'm happy with that. So yeah, I guess that's it for this one. I'm going to try another board once I've finished this one. Okay, so here's Series S board number two. Number two. First thing, look under the scope, see what damage we have or if there is any. Might be another straight up working one, hopefully. So under the scope right now, starting off with the power button end. Let me just adjust the colouring. So what do we have? Bit of black stuff, that's fine. Okay, let's see what we can see. That all looks fine. So I see flux around this. I think this is a replacement port. Yeah, that's a replacement port there. Maybe the USB ports aren't working. All right, let's have a look on the other side of the port. Yep, that is a replacement port for sure. Okay, so the next thing to do is to connect it all up to the test bench or test shell and see what it does. Am I going to get third time lucky? Connected? Any fan spin? I don't think it does once it's been disconnected for a while. Okay, I'm going to press the button. Three, two, one. Turns on. No beep though. Fan spinning. Hopefully it doesn't overheat. I didn't put thermal paste or the X clamp on it. It's not speeding up yet. So I'm going to connect it to my monitor and see if we get a display. We get another display. Let me test the USB ports here while we're at it, because I don't want to be trying to install OSU 1 and then for it to not read the USB sticks. Actually, let's see if it syncs up first. Right, gonna see if the sync button works. Yep, the sync's working. So I could just do it this way. You can see the controller's connected now. It's not flashing. Gonna plug in the USB with OSU 1 on, see if it reads it. Troubleshoot. Yep, it's reading it fine. Very, very strange. Put in the other Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, whatever one that is. So I guess I'm gonna come back once it's done installing the OSU 1 and see if this one's fine. So far, we're on a winner. Okay, so I've got OSU 1 installed again. It's installing a game, so it's not banned. The only thing I see that's wrong with it is if I wiggle the HDMI port. Oh, it's okay now. Oh, there you go. See, it's gone. It's got a dodgy HDMI port. So I guess I am going to reflow that HDMI port because I don't have any spare at the minute, and then see if that fixes it. Under the microscope we go. Under the microscope we go. So let's check these connectors, these legs. Solid, 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 and solid. Okay, so it's actually been soldered on fine. It's probably got flux in the port. Everything looks fine on this side. Well, there's not really much to see on this side, but yeah, that's a well soldered down port. Right, let me clean it out with flux and then test it. But other than that, that is another fully working motherboard. Okay, it's the last one, and it is severely water damaged. You can see right here, look how bad it is. So I'm hoping to get this one done. Gonna have to inspect it fully, see where the main worst parts are. There's no water damage on this side, thank goodness. So I only have to concentrate on this side. Let's get under the scope and have a look. This is going to be fun. So it's not too bad. It's mainly the HDMI encoder that is very badly caked. So I'm going to clean it with isopropyl alcohol and see if that makes a difference. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a component there, so I'll have to check that out. Oh dear. That's taken a lot of the silk screen type stuff off. Conformal coating. And under here as well, it's a bit eaten away. Might have to take this component off and try and repair it. So the next bit now is to test it. See if we get in any boot sequence. Don't like the look of this. It's very dark. But yeah, let's see what it is doing once it's connected. Oh, okay. Oof. Oh dear. Did anyone just see that? Fire. Oof. Right where I didn't like the look of. Ooh. Ooh dear. Well, that's fried. That was definitely shorted. Whereabouts was that? Whereabouts is that? This thing. Wow, that's proper fried. Okay, let's remove it, see what it's done. Tip in the future, wait, dry off the isopropyl alcohol. I don't think I can repair this sort of repair. This is proper. All the traces are damaged. Wow. No, it's burnt all the way down the board. Unfortunately, I'm not skilled. Wow, that's proper gone right down. That's a hole. That burnt right through almost. Yeah, that's a goner. That is so deep. There you go. That's where it ends, right at the bottom there. Oh, that was funny. Well, this is a goner board. This is a donor board. Shame. Yeah, that's gone. Well, that's the end of this video then. Bit of a boring one, apart from the end there. But there's no way I can repair that. No way at all. Well, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.